Yeah, 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 yeah.
Thank you for this opportunity to speak. And I want to take the time to first wish everybody a happy Jesus Pride Month. For the month of June, we have designated this month to Jesus Pride because we love the Lord and we believe in biblical principles. And we're glad to wish you a Jesus Pride as you wish the rest of us.
This dude funny, man. One thing about old heads, because I grew up in church. They always got the freshest suit. Talk about suit game, man. Old heads be putting that stuff on, bruh. No cap. So this video is basically titled Grandfather. He's going to the school board and he finna go off on the school board, bruh. I don't know what he's going to say, but judging by his demeanor off rip, he gonna say some real wise words, bruh. I'm not even gonna get too deep into it, but make sure you hit the subscribe button. And yeah, let's have fun.
That's the Pride, Happy Pride Month. Now, I'm standing before you today as a grandfather. I have wonderful grandkids. I have one who is in the age group of this book when Aiden became a brother. And when Aiden was born, everyone thought he was a girl. But once he came out as a trans boy, Aiden and his parents fixed the parts of his life that didn't fit anymore, and he settled happily into being himself.
What? So basically, it's a book about how a boy. My only thing is this, bro. Why are these books in schools, bro? Who is writing these books? And how are they getting in schools? Bro, at the end of the day, this is not an appropriate information for elementary schoolers, bro. When you're that young, you're not even thinking about that type of stuff. You're thinking about recess and eating the cookies at lunch and, they have chocolate or strawberry milk at lunch. You're not thinking about this though, bro. And it's not right for this stuff to be in schools, man. It's just not right. I don't even know how I keep finding videos like this about like parents or grandparents going to schools and reading these super inappropriate books about stuff that somehow gets on their shelves in the school. Like, come on, bro. When is this gonna end?
Aiden didn't feel like any kind of girl. He was really another kind of boy. Now, this book is for kids 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds, so forth and so on. And this book is available in 31 elementary schools in our county.
Oh my God.
This is garbage. And
that is garbage, bro. That is garbage. When you're 5 years old, you're just now learning how to read. Think about it like this, bro. You have a 5-year-old son or daughter, or nephew or niece or whatever, or brother or sister, I don't know. They're just now learning how to read. They could barely tie their own shoes. You still help them put pants on in the morning. And this is one of the first books they read. When I was 5 or 6, I was reading Cat in the Hat. 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish. These kids reading about, I don't even know what this is, man. I don't even know why people think this is appropriate for babies to read. This is insane. This is insane, man. This is just indoctrination. Fresh out of fresh in the school system. Indoctrination. Like, come on, man.
Whoever is responsible for this ought to be ashamed. And I want to say this: there is a judgment day coming, but there is evidence that the God of the Bible is passing judgment. When God passes judgment, you know what he does? He gives people over to vile affections, vile thoughts. When they reject his truth and decide no matter what, they're going to believe what they want to believe anyway. You know what God says? He says, have at it. And it's evident that in many cases, I'm seeing judgment pass. Because there is no way anyone in their right mind can argue that the things that we're hearing today that's being placed in our high schools, elementary schools, middle schools for kids to hear and read and practice, has anything to do with making them better, making America better.
That's facts, bro. Like the fact of the matter is, these books aren't making them better or making American better. It's literally trying to indoctrinate children. And I'm not saying that I'm anti those beliefs. I'm saying I'm anti teaching children those beliefs. These are 6-year-olds, bro. 5 and 6-year-olds. What kid on earth should be reading a book like that? What situation is it ever appropriate to show a child that type of information? On YouTube, like on YouTube right now, you can't even, like, YouTube has stricter guidelines than the schooling system in America? How? YouTube is doing a better job at protecting our children than our schooling systems. And this is the type of stuff that makes you not even want to put. I see why people say they're not sending their kids to public schools. I see why people saying they're homeschooling their kids, because I didn't know it was this bad. I really didn't. But when I'm hearing about this information, bro, it's like you have no choice but to go the extra mile to make sure your kid is always good in school. You can't even trust the schools no more, bro. This is insane.
Making our neighborhoods better, this is trash. And I pray that to the extent that you can, you will rise up against this. There ought to be something in us that will make us want to protect the hearts and minds and even the appetites of our children. And many of them have no sexual appetite at all until they read this.
That's facts, bro. And not even look at it from that perspective. You should forget the child not even be able to understand that, and that's indoctrinated. You shouldn't even want your kid to read that type of stuff. Life is going to happen regardless. Like, your child, by the grace of God, is going to grow up. So they're going to get introduced to this stuff regardless. That's just facts. But why do you want to introduce it to them when they're 5, when they're 6? When you're 5 years old, you're just now entering into first grade. That's your first grade of school. So it might be kindergarten. I don't even know. But that's one of your first grades of school, and this is the first thing you see. From home to school, this is the first thing you see. Come on, man. That's not even, in no way, shape, or form is this right, bro. None.
Why are we sexualizing our children? I'm as angry about this as I can be. And I pray that you will consider our words and give our children a chance. They're not sex toys, and they're not your kids. We want to leave raising the children to the parents. Thank you very much.
That's facts, man. Like, and that's another thing. It's just so many problems with this. I can't even list them all, bro. It's like it's just an endless amount of problems that you should just avoid this issue altogether in schools. This should not even be touched in schools, bro. Schools, I do think schools have a duty to educate children on what's happening in the real world. I do think that, because you're at school for 8 hours a day for 13, 14 years. But you need to do it in a different way than this, bro. I don't even know how you can do it, but don't do this. That's why they have electives in school if you want to learn that. Like, this is unacceptable, bro. This is absolutely unacceptable. In no case is this right. If y'all have any suggestions for me, drop it down below. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, the like button, and I will catch y'all on the next one.